Hey everybody, it's Anya again. It's been a pretty long time since I've last made a video, but kind of, I don't know, wanted to talk a little bit about anxiety and what I went through. Um, as you would know if you're one of my subscribers and watched one of my videos before I talked about it, and I know one of my subscribers definitely know what I'm talking about because it's my cousin and he's kind of known about my anxiety for a long time. But I've had anxiety since, like, very severe anxiety, not just like, oh, like the little anxiety, like, oh, I'm scared to do that, but I'm gonna do it anyhow. It was never like that for me. Um, it all started back when I was in about fourth grade, but it didn't get very like as severe as it was in sixth grade. Um, so I've been dealing with anxiety since I was about nine-ish, like 8, 9, and like I said, it wasn't as severe until sixth grade hit, and at that point, I was at the lowest of low that I could have been in my life. Um, my parents did split up when I was in third grade, and that was, you know what I mean, I was young, I really didn't know what was going on. My mom was just like, oh, we're moving, and I'm like, is dad coming with? No. So, that's a little bit of a shock for a young kid, but I was okay with it. And fifth grade, I had an iffy year. I bit my fifth grade teacher, which I still apologize every time I see her about that. And then in sixth grade, I made 8 days of school. I'm not proud of that at all. But those days that I was there, I did all the work that I needed to get done. The teachers understood that what was going on with me. Um, so there was a thing set up that I'd come in after school and work with my guidance counselor instead of being in class. But at Carter Weiser, the school that I went to, we do a thing called Need Camp in sixth grade. You go up into the mountain for the week, Monday through Friday, and you're there the whole time. Well, at this point, I never slept over at anybody's house other than my grandmother's and my neighbor, who's still my friend at this time. But that pretty much started the bullying with me, other than the fact that I was bullied when I was younger because I had kind of big ears, like, you're not, no, not too, okay, yeah, they're still pretty bad. Upside, I have hair to cover it. But, at that time I was already bullied about that, and then people started bullying me about Need Camp because, I told the teacher that I was gonna kill her and her family if she didn't call the school because they forced me to stay overnight that one night and it didn't work, and everybody would make fun of me because I was pretty much hysterically crying the whole time I was there wanting to go home. And the counselor that I had at the time said if she wants to come home, call us, we'll call her parents, we'll come and get her, and she'll go during the day. Well, I didn't listen to that, so I took matters into my own hands, and yes, I did get sent home, but that started the bullying for me, like, at the worst point. And people would make fun of me when I went to the pool, when I see people in stores. They would just make fun of me. I'd get mean text messages, because yes, I did have a phone at the time. Long story short, I went out of zone for a walkie-talkie and I needed a cell phone for that. But people would text me and have rude comments. And 7th grade was another low for me. Or was it 8th grade? It was 7th or 8th grade. I was 13, so I don't remember. I think it might have, no, 8th grade I broke my knee. I think I'm not sure if it was 7th or 8th grade, but I was placed in a mental facility for close to 2 weeks, and that was another all-time low for me. Other than in 6th grade, because I did have constables take me to school in handcuffs, and the school wouldn't keep me because I don't know how they said it, but it was something like very rude to say to a young child. And my caseworker at the time, one of my caseworkers, I should say, was pretty much the greatest caseworker I think I could have ever had. She did what she could for me. She did the best, whatever she could, the best way she could. And she told me when I went into counseling with this one counselor, no matter what they do, you have to remember it's helping you. Which I couldn't understand at the time, because placing somebody in, well, I was supposed to be going there for day school, and one day it was bad, it was rainy, it was disgusting, it was snowing. My mom doesn't do good in that. My dad went with, and long story short, I ended up in the inpatient facility of the place that I was going to for school. And yeah, that was not a good time for me. But going into high school, things were good halfway through 9th grade, and then my grandfather passed away, and things got hard for me again. And then things were going good again. Then 10th grade, I don't think I had much problem in 10th grade at all, other than moving again for the third time. Yeah, it was the third time I moved. And yeah, that was a little stressful on me, but it was okay. And then 11th grade, I don't think I really had any problems in 11th grade at all, other than my tonsils being swollen 24/7. But then this last year, my senior year, I had issues again. I don't know what caused it, what struck me. I don't know. I really don't. And I had issues again, and I knew there was something wrong, not with me, myself, but with my family. And yes, in 11th grade, my dad didn't tell me that my grandmother had breast cancer. I went through that. So that was a little difficult for me to comprehend at that time, because I was like, I just went through one grandmother having cancer and getting half of her lung removed, and then not telling me that my other grandmother had cancer really struck me bad. But she's okay. Both of my grandmothers are still with me. But I don't know what struck me, but I got like awkwardly ill. I wouldn't even call it ill. I was not able to eat for almost 2.5 months. Like, I'm pretty much lived off of water. And that was it. I couldn't, if I ate, I felt sick. If I didn't eat, I felt sick. And they tried putting me on steroids. That made me feel sick, because I couldn't eat. And they all said it was due to my anxiety, which I couldn't understand why that was with my anxiety. And it was around time that I was presenting my senior project, so that didn't help me at all. But the one day we went into school, my mother and I, because I didn't go that day, but we went in to talk to my counselors. And my mom said to me in the car before getting out, because she was having surgeries at the time for what she told my cousin was her mommy parts, which I understood there was issues at that point, just because my family has issues. Well, my mother and I have issues with our mommy parts, and I didn't know until February that my mother had cancer. And she went through cancer, and she was clean of cancer at that time, though. But I pushed that all back to why all of a sudden I started feeling ill. Because I was perfectly fine until November of last year. And I just felt like something was wrong. And they that's what I put it to, because there was something different in the house. There was something not right, and I knew something wasn't right. But now that I'm out of school, I don't really have much anxiety. It was pretty much the whole school situation, the whole school setting. But I think that I'm on an all-star cheer team, and I was last year too. I think that really helped me a lot with my anxiety and getting me out there, because I'm not a very social person. I pretty much sit in my room all day, every day, doing nothing except for being on the computer. Yay! But I'm looking for a job, which is very stressful, and also being on cheer, which isn't as stressful as you would. Obviously, it's not stressful. It's something I want to do, and it's something I like doing. But the whole job search thing is pretty difficult for me, because if they do look back at how I was in school, they're gonna be like, why would we trust her? And my mom is pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing that I need to get a job. I understand I need a job. Her boyfriend doesn't help either. I just want him sometimes. But I feel that a lot of people don't understand about anxiety, and when I go to fill out applications and they look back on me from my schooling, they're gonna see that, oh, she's just truant. She didn't want to be there. And it really wasn't that. I wanted to be there, but I just couldn't get myself to do it. My anxiety has been a mystery to me of why it comes and why it goes, and when it hits me, why it hits me. I don't know. And that's really hard for people with anxiety, the unknown. It causes more anxiety, and pretty much I had anxiety on top of anxiety on top of anxiety. But now that I'm looking for a job and thinking about that, maybe, hopefully I get a job. I need a job bad, because yeah, I'm 18 and don't have a job. I'm 18 and I'm still living with my parents. Well, with my mom. I'm 18 and I don't drive or have my permit. So it's a little difficult. And I see all these people here on YouTube, and I think, well, what is their job? And then you think about it. This is their job, some of them. This is seriously their job. And I want to kind of make that a reality for myself, because this is something I can do. Yeah, I'm going to need money to get a camera instead of using my laptop or my phone, which doesn't really record much. But maybe I can make it a reality that this could be my job one day, or sometime soon. It just really sucks that my schooling, my records from that, are gonna affect me in the long run for a job, for an illness that I can't control. And yes, anxiety is an illness. It is a disease. Not a disease, but it's like depression, which I also have, which really sucks that it's mixed with anxiety. So it's anxiety and depression together, so that doesn't help. But like, I'm not a social person, and this isn't being around a lot of people, and people I don't know. Well, okay, so I don't know most of you, well, any of you except for 2 people that are subscribed to me. And I don't even know one person that subscribed me, because the other one isn't subscribed to me. She said she was, but she wasn't. It's a girl that you. But the rest of you, I don't know. but I want you to know me, and I want to learn about you and what you want to see and what you want me to do on here. But I wanted to put my story out there, my anxiety, and hope that you guys understand, and maybe you guys can help me make this my career, being here and talking to you guys and doing things for you guys. And that's just something I want to do, because there's hundreds of thousands of people that get paid for being here on YouTube. And I just hope you guys can watch this and maybe subscribe and help me out. That's all I really ask, is for you guys to help me out. So leave a like, comment down there, and let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want me to do. Do you want to see cheerleading stuff that I do? Do you want to see stuff like this? Do you want me to go out and do things and record what I do? Because I need to know, and I want to know. So let me know, and you know, I guess that's it. So yeah, so leave a like, leave a comment, please subscribe, and I hope to see you guys soon again. Bye.